everybody, welcome to the special edition of Bones and Brews Barbecue. So today we don't have the smokers or the grills fired up just yet, but doing reflecting on kind of when I got started and loving barbecue, and now that I get lots of questions from people who are just getting their first smoker, and they say, hey, what's that one cookbook? If you had to recommend one barbecue cookbook, what would it be? I have to be honest, there's not just one out there, but there's several that I love. So I thought today I would start with two, but I really do a comparison of two cookbooks and let you decide. So we've got Secrets of Smoking from Bill Gillespie. This is a great cookbook, and he's really written it around those who are using Weber Smoky Mountain cookbook or Weber Smoky Mountain smokers. But to be honest, these recipes are great on any smoker, trust me. The other is from Stephen Raichlen, and this is Project Smoke. He's got both of these guys. They both got several books out. This is a great book as well. Steven's also, you may have seen him, he's got a show on PBS. He's got his barbecue Bible or Bible barbecue website. You can look that up as well. But let's just take a look at these two books. I will say they both start with, in the very beginning of both of these books, do a really great job of kind of breaking down types of smokers, charcoal setups, even different types of rubs, and kind of explaining what that looks like just for that beginning barbecuer or that person who just bought their first smoker and they're just trying to figure out the ins and outs. But let's really break it down to some recipes. So I got a couple we'll talk about from each book. So first of all, what I love with Bill is, early in he jumps right into his competition brisket. And I used this recipe before, and it is incredible. It makes that brisket just taste delicious if you just follow it step by step. It's really, if you follow it, it's not rocket science. Just follow the recipe. Another great thing to like is I have a lot of people, especially like in barbecue forums online or in groups on Facebook, you see a lot of people always asking, hey, what's your favorite all-purpose rub, or who has an all-purpose rub recipe? This one right here, Smokin Hoggz All-Purpose Recipe, is a great one, for a great rub recipe to have at home, just if you're trying to figure out how to make one for yourself. And then from something like this, you can start experimenting with different spices, but this is a great starting point. So another great recipe in here that I love and I've heard others rave about who also have this book is his smoked mac and cheese. Delicious. It's for a mac and cheese, it has a lot of complex taste, a lot of different cheeses, but incredible. And last one we'll kind of take a quick look at is, if you're like me, I love a good cornbread, one I can make in my cast iron. So this is this Jalapeno Bacon Cheddar Cornbread that Bill talks about and kind of goes and explains how to make as well. And this is a truly great recipe. So there's four that are just a starting point. There's a ton of them in that book. Stephen also has some great recipes, and he really breaks down, he does a lot more of explanations behind the recipes and cooking techniques in his book. And that's just the way he is in all of his books. But really starting with, he's got this smoked seafood dip that's just incredible, and you can use it with salmon, bluefish, oysters, clams, shrimp, whatever. You pick out your seafood and follow the rest of the steps. It's pretty cool. He also, what I love is he does a really good job of explaining how to make a pork shoulder, and especially if you're trying to make pulled pork. And he has a great starting recipe in here for a Carolina-based, that vinegar-based barbecue sauce. It's incredible. Highly recommend that as well. And then he's also got one that I've cooked before, his Jamaican Jerk Chicken. So he really breaks down on how to make that jerk seasoning and sauce for your chicken and to put it on the smoker. And this one is delicious to make. And then last but not least is, especially if you're making pulled pork, and it might sound kind of crazy, but he has what he calls is his smoked slaw. So coleslaw goes really well with pulled pork or with barbecue, even pulled brisket. But he does it where it's a smoked version, and really you're only putting it on a smoker for like 10 or 15 minutes to give it kind of that smoky taste. It's really not cooking the sauce per se, but delicious as well. So that's a great side to add to your dish at home. So really those are four from each book. that I just pulled up quickly that I know I've used before from each book. So it's, you know, if you think about one book, which one versus which would you buy off the shelf first? To be honest, it's really up to you. Look at the table of contents maybe online. I'm going to have links in the description of this little episode where you can choose each one, and check out the links in Amazon, and then from that you probably can look at table of contents and see more recipes. Both are phenomenal books. Heck, buy them both. They'll both go great on your bookshelf at home or in your kitchen. All right, so thanks for checking out this little short episode of Bones and Brews Barbecue, where you got a little bit of kind of some knowledge about some books to choose from if you're a beginning barbecuer, or if you consider yourself a seasoned vet at home but always looking to explore new and better recipes. Until next time, we'll see you again on Bones and Brews Barbecue.